All right, these are the mats I was talking about, and they're not too bad. The suckers are really cool though. All right, when it comes to making beauty panels, this is one of my go-tos right here. This ACX handy panel, 1/4 inch. It's nice and light. It's got a pretty good surface on it. You can carpet it, paint it, whatever you want. They have a birch version that's about twice as expensive. If you're going to finish it out with like a stain or something, then it's maybe better, but this is my go-to for creating little covering panels when I'm building projects. Now for today, I'm just getting a couple of these, the treated handy panels. They're well, actually they're up there. They're 2x4. We're going to use those. Okay, so we got our Big Boss rubber mat. I was right, it's 3 foot by 4 foot. That's going to go underneath the door. We got that in here. And we also got our handy panels in here. And I'm going to show you what I got in mind for the handy panels. So in a competition, the bigger ones especially, the rules require that any of these terminals be covered with something. You can't have any exposed. I know it's just the way the rules are. Even though when this door is shut, this is all covered by a door. I don't know if they count that. So I'm going to build something that comes up like this and covers up as much as I can get it to cover up, to hide the connections, so that if I'm in a competition and they decide to be picky about it, that won't be a problem. That's the plan. On the same note, when these handy panels aren't in here, there's batteries under there that's exposed, and that's why there's 2 of those. I got to use, it's basically the right length already. I got to use a handy panel. I want to make a cover to go over the top of the batteries to keep them from being susceptible to dropped items, as per the rules, and making everybody happy. As for cutting this stuff down to fit back here, I'm not 100% sure on how I'm cutting it yet. The 4 foot will fit naturally, but I've got to cut one part of it off down to 2.5 feet. I'll have to measure again to make sure, but I think what I'm going to do is, if I do this, I'm not sure if I'm doing it today or not, but I think what I'm going to do is get me a board on here, get it all flat, get me a board and grab my silver Sharpie, maybe mark it, but or the square. But what I'm thinking is I could sandwich it between 2 boards and then cut it with a skill saw. I think a skill saw is going to cut this better than I would ever cut it with a knife, because it is heavy, dense, and thick. So yeah, I think a skill saw is going to be the best way to cut this. So yeah, I can lay it just like this, get my mark, my silver mark on here where I can see it. It'll be just about where it's hanging off the edge of the table right there, and I can run the saw from that direction so that the saw's base is sitting on here. Should cut right through it. But I do remember that I've also got to measure in here, because I took out 3 inches. It's going to be like 45 inches by 2 foot 6. I was thinking that other 6 inches could go up back there, and I could use the whole length this way and also cover up the wiring back there as well. Because as y'all can see plainly, it's one of those days, and yeah, I was thinking earlier, this stuff is so heavy and dense that if you put it down this way with the flat part down, right, it might work pretty good for sound deadening. You'd have to attach it. It's not sticky, but it's got so much mass to it. I mean, this is heavy stuff. It's it's like a piece of tire, you know. It's got so much mass to it that this might actually work pretty good for deadening a floor pans, or any other surface. Alright, that works pretty good. I didn't grab my silver. I've got my copper Sharpie. I got a copper and a silver. I use them for this kind of stuff because you can't write on that with pencil and see it, or regular Sharpie. So yeah, we're going to be needing to do a stick. Maybe I'll get one of them gas shocks and put in here or something, or just a little swing stick, a little prop rod kind of a thing to swing down. I don't know. But we're going to have to do something, because I want to be able to open the thing up and get to stuff with it staying open. I was thinking about this for a while now, pondering the hood propping situation. I haven't quite come up with a plan. Like I said, I could do a deal where a little gas shock, you know, holds it open. That's totally doable. But that would it would need to be a really small one, because it would put a lot of pressure on the whole thing when it was closed. If not, and I don't need that. You know, breaking the hinge and stuff. Oh man, I just dumped my zip ties out. It's in my package. That sucks. But we're working on it. I'm gonna keep thinking on it. If you guys have any ideas, you can throw them down in the dingy ding down there, because I always read the comments. You guys know this. Good. But I'm already considering, I mean, there's always the prop rod, right? Like having something that is attached by a hinge, right? So when you open the door up, it just kind of swings down. Works like that. Or it could be attached this way and then swing out whenever you open the door up and sit like that. There's options or all that kind of stuff. But I would kind of like it to be a little bit more cool than just a stick, you know, on a hinge. That's where the fire extinguisher is going to go. I'm just going to pull it back out of there. But because I got to raise this up, we're going to raise the whole thing up just a little bit. We're going to have to do a little more work over there, but because I'm adding something below it. All kinds of minute things that need to get done as I go. All right. Oops. Let me get the socket set out of the way here. Again, this is going to go in too long because I'm considering things, whether or not I want to cut it off or just let it roll up. I don't know. I'm going to find out though. We're about to find out how I feel about this. Let's move this over to here maybe. I'm sure that'll fall on my head now. But you know, that's the challenges life's challenges. So maybe if I do this, I'm just gonna fight this battle. This is a war here. Get it to where it lines up this way, and then have it go in like so. That's what I was thinking. That's actually pretty freaking cool. Let me see if I can work this underneath. Oh man, I'm batting about 2,000 right now. Just knocking it right out of the park. Yeah. Something like this. And I can push that back up in there. Just like that. That's pretty freaking cool, guys. That's pretty cool, right? It's a little dirty right here, but that's just a matter of a little cleaning. Get my broom and a wet rag. But yeah, I'm liking this. Gonna take a little more work to get it perfect, but I'm digging it. So now when this closes, something else I was, see, yeah, it comes down and actually rests on the mat right here in the middle, which supports the weight right here really well when it's closed. So if somebody's big old fat butt like me is up in here, this mat's providing support under that. That's excellent. I like it. Now see, doesn't that look purposeful with the fire extinguisher in there? And that just, I like it. Yeah, that's got a good grip. So when my sockets are in here, they pretty much stay put. They'll move around a little maybe, but it'll hold them in place most of the time. So I can put my primary basin tools, the stuff that gets broke out all the time, I can put it in here and have everything organized. And I got to figure out the stick situation, but then I can add some sort of latch here to secure it if I want to, and I might, but right now I just want to get the bulk of it figured out. This fits so tight that the air stops it from slamming. Check that out. It closes soft every time like that. I can feel the wind blowing out from under there. That's cool. I love it.